Hey, what's up? What's new? Who's in here? State your name. First WWF TM. Yep, you're first. It's always nice being first. What's new? What games you playing? Oh, we got 3 now. We're rolling now. Who else is in here? State your name. Say hi. I just got a Switch traded in, and I'm getting it ready to be resold. What's up? Babare. Fills the There's no mini map in Far Cry 5. I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know. I had no idea. Still looks like a cool game. Is that what game you're looking forward to the most? I'm looking forward to Red Dead 2 myself. That's like my top game. Far Cry is one of them. It's on my list though. Does that bug you that there's no mini-map? It's kind of weird though this day and age to have no mini-map. But hey, people still play Counter-Strike. That game's almost 20 years old, so there's a little compass system. T-Money, I'm pissed off too. It's so dumb. I actually know a couple American real life American Indians that could care less about Chief Wahoo. They actually like Chief Wahoo. That's why I'm wearing my Chief Wahoo hat today. But I like this hat. I wear it all the time. But I think I said it best. If Chief Wahoo's racist, there's so many things else that are racist too. For example, I'm an Italian that sells video games. I should be offended by Mario. Mario is a stereotype of Italians. Just because there's something that's a stereotype doesn't mean it's racist. I know in general stereotypes are racist, but Chief Wahoo, it was created to be a caricature, and it's not. It's a red Sambo. If you ever look up why they created Chief Wahoo, it had nothing to do with racism. So it kind of makes me mad. Actually, Tyler, on the T-Money on the back of my car, I have a Chief Wahoo and it says "Save the Chief." Obviously, it didn't work. So, yeah, if Chief Wahoo's racist, when's it going to stop? Is Mario next? Here's the thing, though. Even if the Indians get rid of Chief Wahoo, it'll never go away because other companies will just make T-shirts and stuff with Chief Wahoo on them. Are they going to start like not letting people in the games if they have Chief Wahoo on? Yeah, the Cleveland Indians baseball team. They decided they're going to, not this year, but after next year, they're not going to use Chief Wahoo anymore. But my point on the whole thing is, where does it stop? Like I said, is Mario going to be considered racist next? Are there going to be a bunch of Italians protesting Mario because he talks like a stereotypical Italian? I mean, I'm an Italian that sells video games. If anybody should be offended by Mario, it would be me. But it's funny, whenever like people would protest like Chief Wahoo at Indians games, it was never actual Indians. It was always like 4 or 5 white people over there protesting that Chief Wahoo was racist. if everything's offensive, nothing's offensive. Is my point. Like, I don't know. I like Chief Wahoo. Chief Wahoo wasn't created out of racism. It was created because they wanted something to be joyful. Also, if you know any of the history of the Indians, the reason the Indians are called the Indians is because they wanted to honor one of their players, which was the first Native American to play professional baseball. That's why they changed their names to the Indians, because they had one of the first Native Americans ever to play professional baseball. It's the same thing with the Redskins, yeah. Yeah, the Indians are not called the Indians because it was actually to honor the Native American that played for them. And like I said, I'm friends with a couple on Twitter, especially there's one I know. He totally loves Chief Wahoo, and he's sad to see it go too. And he's a Native American. And like I said, I'm an Italian that I love Mario, so I just think what's next? What's next after Chief Wahoo? Because that's all that's going to happen is once Chief Wahoo's gone, they just move on to the next thing that someone finds mildly offensive. And usually the people finding it offensive aren't the ones that are offended by it. Yeah, I don't know. It's never going to stop. I know this has nothing to do about video games, but yeah. Tyler, did you see, or Team Money, I shouldn't say your real name. Did you see Indian shortstop is on the cover of RBI? Even though it's RBI, it's still kind of cool to see an Indians player on the cover of a baseball game. I wish it was MLB, but... So what's everybody playing? Did you guys see that you'll buy it on the... Yeah, I'll probably buy it on the Switch too. Do you guys see that Street Fighter guys are coming to Monster Hunter? That was kind of cool. They got Ryu and Sakura coming to Monster Hunter. That was kind of neat, I thought. They announced that today. NBA 2K18, that's a cool game. I like NBA. However, do not buy WWF on the Switch. It is a hot mess. I didn't check out Sea of Thieves. Did you like it? I've heard it's good, though. Was it good, T-Money? So I'm thinking about, I just got a nice microphone and T-Money, you still got your Xbox One? Crackdown looks, you still got your Xbox One? T, or are you playing it on computer? Then why don't you just do the pay $10 for the Game Pass, and then you'll have the game at least for a month. Sea of Thieves is on there and Crackdown. There's really no reason to buy Xbox games anymore. I mean, Microsoft games, because they have no exclusives. Honestly, Tyler, I know you like that X, but man, all the games are available on PC. I know you like physical. I agree. But if you're not sure, pay $10 and try it out. I'll tell you what, part of the reason I'm streaming that, you can buy just a month for $10. Yeah. That's why I don't know why anybody's going to buy these games, other than people that like to collect them, because you could just pay $10, play it for a month, and then that's it. You're basically, for $10, you're renting that game and 100 something other games. Oh, I know, man. You know what? Speaking of that, that's actually good for my business. That graphics cards are crazy right now. PC gaming's become really expensive all of a sudden because of Bitcoin mining. So, you like digital? You can. I mean, digital is convenient. I just think I'm not anti-digital. I mean, yeah, it does hurt my business a little bit, but I thought by now I'd be buying. I've said this a million times on my stream. I'd be buying and selling digital games. I'm all for digital as long as you own it and you can resell it, which you can't at the moment. But speaking of digital, what's really hurting my business more than digital is the stupid game sharing that everybody's doing nowadays, where basically you and a buddy you put your system, you put your account on his system, and he puts his account in yours, and you basically get 2 copies of the game for the price of 1. That hurts my business more than anything else. I just had a kid not too long ago. He came in and he wanted to get Far Cry 5, and he traded in a couple games, and he had about $50 in trade-in, and he ended up buying Microsoft card because he wants to get the game digitally, not because he could actually get it cheaper here than getting it digitally, but he wants to get it digitally so he can share it with his friend. I just can't believe that these game companies allow that. I know a lot of you guys probably do it and you love it, but honestly, if you were the business, would you like that say you're EA or whoever? EA is a bad example. Everybody hates them. Say you're a company everybody likes, but would you like everybody getting 2 copies of your game for the price of 1? I just can't believe these game companies go along with it. Steam only allows you to play 1 at a time. You know, you can share it with people, but only one person can be playing that game at any given time. I just can't believe these game companies on PlayStation and Xbox allow that stuff. I know that's unpopular, and I'm sure a lot of you guys love that. But as a retailer, it sucks for us. I can't compete with 2 copies for the price of 1. It's kind of bullshit.
Microsoft might purchase EA. $60 game starting at $30. I haven't done it with a single game, or will I guess I cared much about retail games.
Yeah, that's cool, T-Money. Well, Tim, where did you hear that Microsoft might purchase EA? I doubt they could at the moment. If Microsoft purchases EA, that would totally shift power on everything. The only thing about that is I wonder how much the price would be, because the price would be astronomical for EA. EA is actually... I don't know what the February PS Plus games are. It depends, though, T-Money, though. I mean, they bought Minecraft, but they paid so much money for Minecraft that they couldn't even afford to make it exclusive. They paid so much money that the only way they're ever going to make money is if it's on every system. But I actually think, I don't think the console wars would be over, T-Money, because I actually think Microsoft, it's just a theory. I have nothing to base this on. I actually think the Xbox One X is Microsoft's last game system. I think they want to compete with Steam, and if they bought EA, that would give them EA's digital stuff. I think Microsoft wants to be a publisher more than a console maker in the future. And everything they do with like Xbox, like they have that games as a service, the Xbox Play Anywhere or whatever. All their games are also on PC. I really, truly, honestly believe Microsoft's becoming more of a publisher. I do. It is good, but the way Microsoft is positioning themselves, it looks like they're trying to get more of a piece of the PC pie than anything else. They're just not. And if they do make another system, I don't think it'll be a console like now. I think it'll be more like a Steam box, but it'll be a Windows box. It'll be more of a PC, even more than it. I mean, I know the Xbox is kind of like a PC, but I basically think it'll be a Windows box. I really do. I don't think they're going to make a traditional console anymore. And I could see if they bought EA, they're still going to make Madden for PS4. I think they would pay too much money and they would lose too much money for it to be exclusive to just their console. Yeah, that's the thing. It'll be more like a Steam box or something if they do make another one. Like I said, it's just my hunch. I'm usually right on these things, but I could be wrong. But people that know me, I'm usually right when I guess that. I just have a feeling that Microsoft is almost pushing people towards PC. They don't care if you're a customer on PC or if you're a customer on Xbox. I don't think EA is going to sell. I said years ago, if EA ever came out with their own game system, it would be game over because they have so many exclusive licenses. NASCAR, FIFA alone is huge. NFL, they have all these licenses, UFC. And if they were only on one system, that's what most people would get, just because of the licenses. Star Wars, they have the license for Star Wars. It is a smart move, Team Money. It'll be interesting to see how they compete with Steam. I really, truly, honestly believe Microsoft wants to compete with Steam. They look at Steam as where they want to be. Did I hear what? See, Steam might buy them. I don't know. We'll see. I don't understand why EA would sell. They're in pretty good shape. I think that's just a conspiracy theory. And even if Steam bought them, they're still going to make games for everything. Spider-Man just seems to keep getting pushed back. Spider-Man looks good, though. I think if EA ever does sell, whoever buys them is going to pay so much money for them that they won't be able to afford to make it an exclusive game. So they still got to make games for everything. EA has ruined a lot of games. That's true. I will tell you though, I do hate EA for what they did to Star Wars because that was one of my top games I was looking forward to. But Tyler, I will tell you, as a retailer, EA is one of the best companies to work with, as a business wise. Now, what they do for the games, that's bullshit. How they do the games, but how they treat retailers is really, really good. I actually like EA, how they handle everything on the business aspect. Now, how they handle their game developers, though, that's a whole nother thing. But EA is by far one of the most professional companies dealing with the retail side of it. How's it going?
What's up, boss?
You're nuts to be out there driving in that.
I was out already. I've had these sitting in my vehicle for forever and a day.
I can help you with.
I want to trade these in for That football game I told you about.
All right.
I didn't forget. I think I forgot.
The NCAA?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And the one I had, I realized, I still didn't find it, but the one I had didn't have this on the cover. It had Robert Griffin.
It might have been. I think that was a year or two before that.
Yeah, it was. Still
Yeah.
ain't found it. Figured I wouldn't get much for those, but I'll get something for them. Won't play them anymore.
See you, T.
Okay.
Roads getting any better out there? Or are they still
No,
awful?
still
It was like a
bad.
sheet of ice before.
It's still bad out there.
Yeah.
And now the wind is blowing the snow across.
And I look forward to going across that bridge tonight.
Ooh.
Nah, we got like half an hour. I'll write it down how to get the
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank
how
you.
you get the rosters and stuff.
Yes.
I'll have to look it up. Come on, computer. All right.
I was at another store, and they kept talking and talking and talking. And I couldn't remember if you guys closed at 6 or 7.
7.
I said, I'm gonna just roll out there anyway.
All right. These got you 28, so you got enough to get this.
That got me 28?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. And these are you get 20% off here, so you still got 233 left over after this one. So
Okay.
yeah, you had a couple good ones in there.
Okay.
It's all based on how many we have. So some of those I didn't have many. You get a little bit more. So
Okay. Cool. So you said I got 233 left?
yeah.
Well, what?
You don't have to spend it today either. I can get you like a gift card too when you use it whenever.
Every time I say that, I end up saying something.
Okay.
That's right.
14 rosters. Okay.
What's that?
Basically, I wrote it down here, but basically, you know what? I'll load it up and show you.
Okay.
So, I'll just use the disc we got right here, so I'll show you anyway. Hopefully it's... Alright. Hey, what's up, Keith? If you hear me talking, I'm not crazy. I'm actually talking to people online. They're asking me questions. So, in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm going to show this guy how to get NCAA rosters, up-to-date rosters in NCAA. This would be the PS3 version, but you can do it on Xbox 360 still too. Actually, I think NCAA is better than the current Madden.
That's what I want to hear. Yeah, you know what? You told me that last time.
It is. I think it's a better
I
game.
kept that in my ear.
Yeah. Can I give you a Switch? No. Sorry, man. I did get one traded in today, though. What's up, Mercenary? All right. What's new with everybody? What are you guys playing? Okay, so basically when you when it loads up here, as soon as it loads up all the way, you go to where is it? I think it's team management, and roster share. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But is
Crap,
it?
I don't have it online.
But is it like how they have it in Madden, where you can go to the share?
You gotta well, crap. I forgot. I'm not online on this one.
Okay.
I don't have it on. It's asking for my other employees.
Right.
But once you go in there and you go to yeah. See, I'm not online. Crap.
Right.
You just go to team management. Let's see, where is it? Team management.
Yeah.
And then roster share down there.
Right.
And then it's going to ask you which roster. You're going to type in that name, Vikes Fan 059.
Okay.
And,
Gotcha.
and then it'll download this guy's roster, and this is the up-to-date one with
Perfect.
current rosters from this year.
Perfect. Yes.
So I'll put it in the box here. With it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I think I'm gonna get this too.
Awesome. Cool game. Yeah, shoot, I forgot. I don't have the online on this system. But yeah, that's all you got to do.
Cool.
Assassin's Creed Rogue.
On before this weather gets in.
Yeah, I don't know if it can get any.
Well, I heard it. Somebody told me it's supposed to stop like around 7.
It is bad out there. I had to go to the post office earlier, and it was like you're just driving on ice.
But then I hear it's supposed to be okay tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain Wednesday. I'm like, geez, weather's like bipolar.
It is. It is bipolar. 1050 is your total. That's the difference.
Cool. That's not a bad deal.
Yeah, and I got that gamer name to put in there.
I made out okay today.
It's so much better when you have the updated rosters.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. You told me that. I was like, you know what? I won't forget. I won't forget that.
Yeah. Get your receipt here.
And I'll probably be your last customer.
Yeah, surprisingly, I've had quite a few people in here,
Today?
more than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, we actually did go well today. So,
Probably made the time pass a little quicker.
yeah.
Be sitting here.
Yeah, in the last hour or so, it's been slow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we did well today, so.
Got 15 minutes, it'll be all over.
Yep.
Hey, be safe tonight going over that bridge, man.
Yeah, I'll try. Thanks. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Hello from Birmingham, UK. Let's see what I missed. Not much. Little French lady, we did well today. You probably just heard me say that to that guy. We actually had a good day. I got some good trade-ins. I got a Switch traded in today, so I got a used Switch now. I just got a 360 a little while ago. I still gotta clean it up a little bit. It's got some sticker residue there. But sold a lot of stuff. I played a little GTA 5 today too. Racing wheels, yes, occasionally. I don't have any at the moment. I don't really take them used, so yeah, I don't have any used ones at the moment.
How much Switch for secondhand?
It's $249. It's only $50 less, but I'll sell it in an instant.
Hello from Brazil Underbar.
Hello from Brazil.
Switch and stuff.
You been playing Celeste on Switch? I mean, I mainly play Mario on Switch, and then I play a lot of Mario Kart with my daughter. I've been playing Axiom Verge a lot. Have any of you guys played that? That's a cool game. It's like a Metroid game. It's pretty much like it looks like a 16-bit Metroid, but it's really good. But I like my Switch a lot. Yeah, that probably was a GameStop sticker. Actually, no, you know what? This one wasn't from GameStop. This one actually, it's funny about this. I can scan these, and if it was ever sold here or bought here, it brings up the history. This one's actually, we've sold it 3 times now. The same one, it comes back like a year later, and someone trades it in, we sell it again. We call these boomerangs when it happens. What? Don DePaul? Who are you, Don DePaul? I close in like 15 minutes. Here, I'll tell you the history of this. It's kind of cool. Come on, computer. All right, here we go. So what's funny about this is this originally came into our store March 8th in 2016. It got traded in, and then we sold it a couple months later, and then it got traded in again last year in March, and we sold it on March 16th, and then it just got traded back in. So yeah, we call them boomerangs. There's a lot of games like that, like because we'll sell them and they'll come back. So this has been a boomerang. This will be the 3rd time I'll sell this same system. That's funny, Don DePaul. You think you're the boss. I actually own the place, so I know you're not the boss. Mario Kart 8 is good. People still buy 360. We still sell them pretty good, especially. It's funny, people are cheap, so like the 4 gig systems sell really well. This is a 4 gig system. Yeah. Can't fire myself. Oh, I could, but that would be stupid. Then I'd just rehire myself.
How much is this one up there on the shelf?
In the box, that one is $70. They're much cheaper without a box. I will tell you, Xbox doesn't sell as well as PlayStation at the moment. PS4 is kind of killing Xbox at the moment. Ronda Rousey, I thought, signed that yesterday, so you're a little bit late on the breaking news there, Big Monster. Does what sell well, Freddy Krueger? You talking about PlayStation 1? Actually, PlayStation 1s and 2s are hard for me to keep in stock. I don't, when I do get, well, first off, let me say, PlayStation 2s working are hard to get in. I don't know, man. Games have been $60 for a long time now, and grimy. They actually probably should go up in price. Because like what you're seeing now is like you're for $60, you're really getting a half-ass game for the most part. You're getting just a partial game, and they're trying to nickel and dime you for the rest. I would be okay if games were a little bit more. I know it would suck for a lot of people, but a lot of people don't remember this because probably most of you guys in here are too young. But when N64 came out, games were like $70 and $80. I remember paying like $79.99 for the Star Wars game for N64 when it first came out. And that was a lot more money back then than it is now. Games have been stuck at $60, but they've been giving you less of a game. It's just, it's kind of like cereal. If you ever see cereal here in what they've done with cereal, like you used to get so much for a certain price, and they would get the box would be this big, right? I don't know, it'd be about this big, right? And you know, they still charge the same price, and the box looks the same size, but it's instead of being this thick, it's like this thick now. So it looks the same, but they're giving you half the amount. They're kind of doing that with video games. They're charging you $60, but they're giving you a half-ass game, and they're trying to nickel and dime you for the rest. I would rather games just cost more, raise the price, and get a full game. Yeah, I saw that about Xbox Game Pass. I was actually on a podcast the other day called Video Game Outsiders. If you guys ever want to check out a cool video game podcast, they do it live every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Let's go to videogameoutsiders.com. And they had me on talking about that. I would say that would hurt more if Microsoft actually made more games, but they have like 3 games coming out this year that are new releases. It's not like all the other companies are doing it too. And let's be honest, the reason Microsoft's doing stuff like this is because they're kind of getting their butts handed to them by Sony. So it does hurt. I mean, it will hurt a little bit, but not as much. And actually, I think it's going to hurt them more than they think because they're going to sell a whole lot less copies of those games. Because honestly, even myself, what I would do was, if I wanted to play one of those new release games, I'll just pay $9.99 for a month. I'll play it for a month, and I'll cancel my subscription. Sony's not going to do that because they have that PlayStation Now, and it's a totally different type of service. Do I have Spectrum for Relentless? I do have that at my businesses, but at my house, I have a place called Buckeye Cable, which kind of, their service is okay, but it kind of blows because I have a data cap. I wish there was a data cap where my stores were, because I would actually do a lot more business because people wouldn't download as many games. What's up from Italy, Ito? I am partially Italian, so hello. Sony's PlayStation Now service is pretty cool. I mean, Microsoft's service, there's what, 100? There's a little over 100 games, and you're going to get those like what they got. They got Crackdown. They got that Sea of Thieves coming out, and then there's one other Microsoft game that's going to be a new release. Sony's is about 10. If you do the year, I think it's $60 or whatever. You get there's like over 600 games on their service, so there's quite a bit more games. But then it's streaming, so it kind of depends how good your internet service is. PlayStation, Freddy. Any good headsets under $40? Some of the Turtle Beaches are decent for that price. I would say just spend like $20 more or $60. Get one of the Microsoft headsets. Those are actually pretty nice headset. Yeah, I know there's old games on PS Now, but there's really, even the Microsoft one, there's only old games except for those 3 Microsoft games. It's really 3 games. It's a good deal, though. Why can't I ship games? I could, but it's kind of almost not worth it on the shipping price. Neo Geo was a good system. Actually, Neo Geo, I had a Neo Geo when I was in high school and college. It's the only thing. I was stupid when I was in college, and I actually traded my Neo Geo for a Sega Saturn. That was probably the worst trade I've ever made for video games. The other thing too is, like, with Xbox, you really don't need to own an Xbox. That Xbox Play Pass you can do on PC. Microsoft more and more, in my opinion, is making the Xbox kind of obsolete. You don't really need an Xbox. You can do all that on a PC. However, PC is getting to the point where it's so damn expensive to make a PC right now because of all the Bitcoin mining. You like time? Oh God, I played time. I actually, funny, grimy. I played Time Killers today because I have a arcade machine at my house, and it has all the Neo Geo games on it. But I didn't like it. And straight suicidal, yes, a little bit. And I was just talking about it a few minutes ago. I was actually on a podcast last week. I was invited because I'm a retailer to talk about it a little bit, but not that much because Microsoft only has 3 games that now. If all the other companies start doing that, I think it would be a big deal. But I think the reason Microsoft's doing it is because they just don't make many exclusives anymore. They only have like 3 games, 3 exclusives. It's not that big of a deal. PlayStation has a lot more games, Little French Lady, you're right. Freddie, I used to work for GameStop. If you ever watched me before, I've talked. GameStop is a terrible place to work for. I do hate GameStop. There is one thing that will save GameStop, though. I hope it never happens until after they go out of business. But if our laws ever change where you can buy and sell digital games, that could save GameStop. I actually thought by now I'd be buying and selling digital games as well as physical games. But if the laws ever get modern and you should be able to resell your digital games, that could save them. But I hope that happens the day after they go out of business. Hi, Bay. I am in Port Clinton, Ohio, and I have another store in Fremont, Ohio. If you go to youtube.com/ccgames CEO, the very first video that comes up is our main video. It's a walkthrough of my other store. My other store is my bigger, busier store. Right now, I'm really dead, though, because there's like, I think we're at a category, we're at a level 2 snow emergency right now. The roads are terrible outside. I don't think HoloLens. I don't think HoloLens will ever be a big thing. I could be wrong. If you could resell digital games, hell no, that would make me a lot of money. GameStop is a toy store now. I agree with you. If you go in there, it's like half toy. It's like 60% toys. There's more toys than there are games in a GameStop. If you go into GameStop now, their selection blows. I was in there not too long ago because when I'm out of town, I'll go into GameStop just to check some. I go to the local one every now and then just to see what I'm up against, and they barely have any games. But like look at my store here. Let's see, where's my finger? The PlayStation 4 section starts right there and goes all the way to the window. Yeah, I have some arcade machines up there too. We have way better selection than anywhere, any other. We are a game store. Oh, it is closing time. Yeah, and there's like a level 2 snow emergency going on right now. Delve, you better make sure you get that notification hit then. You're late. It's 7 o'clock. I'm closing here. Delve's slacking. I missed your stream last night too, so if you guys check out Delve's stream sometimes, it's called Homebody Lifestyle. Thanks, Straight Suicidal. This is my small store too. Sea Chicken, they sell more collectibles now, and we do sell some collectibles. At this store, I have some collectibles, but my other store, we got a lot more. It's 1 a.m. there. But it is. I'm not stopping streaming, but I do gotta lock up the store. I'll probably be streaming for another half hour. Oh man, my car is buried in snow. Bradley, no, I really don't. I sell on eBay and Amazon though, like some extra games that, you know, like usually rare stuff that's not moving in the store. I'm gonna start closing out here. I'm gonna keep streaming though. What games do I play? I play a little bit of everything, but like lately I've been playing Rocket League a lot, Mario, GTA I've been playing a little bit of. I want to get into Monster Hunter. Problem is, here's one of the things that suck about owning a game store. Thanks, Angry. I wanted Monster Hunter on PS4. That game was way more popular. I think I'll pass on that, King Boss. ccgames, DJ Rob. But we actually sold out of Monster Hunter on PS4. And God, I hate Friday releases. It's one of my pet peeves. So, like, when a game comes out on Friday and we say it's way more popular than... Here's the thing. I knew it was going to be popular, and I thought we did well on our ordering. The problem is everyone else didn't. So, like, Walmart ran out, GameStop ran out, everyone around us ran out. So this is a good problem to have. Everybody that couldn't get one other places came and bought them from us. So we ran out too. And when a game comes out on Friday and we run out, we're screwed until Monday or Tuesday. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any more until tomorrow. So I've been out since Saturday of Monster Hunter. And since I'm a cool guy, I really wanted one myself. I didn't get one. I hooked up customers, so I've been kind of dying to play it, but I'm out. So, Cristiano, we are in Port Clinton, Ohio, and then we have another store in Fremont, Ohio. It depends on the game, like how many days we get it for release. Some companies ship them sooner than others. There's been times where I've gotten games a whole week in advance. For the most part, though, I get them a day or two in advance. This store does look like a little GameStop. Junt. Stop. This store does look a little bit like not GameStop now because they're like half toys. But I used to work for GameStop, so I did probably, I liked how they set everything up for a lot of stuff. But my other store doesn't really look like a GameStop as much. Don't troll. Rental for PS4 on one? No, we don't rent. T-shirts with... No, I don't have T-shirts with bands on them. We do have... we have game T-shirts, John, though. Like Shadow of War shirts and, stuff like that when people buy the games. Occasionally we get Japanese game systems traded in, but I think I have like a couple Famicoms at my other store. John, we've had the Guy game before, and I know why you're asking. Is because they're I think they had to take that game away because there was an underage girl on it. is the gaming world changing radically. Like players now want something more different than the same Call of Duty all the time. Yes, King Boss, I am the original owner of both stores. Kind of. However, people still play Counter-Strike. Can anybody explain why? I know Counter-Strike's a great game, but it's 20 years old next year. Please, for the love of God, Valve, make, or just let somebody else make a Counter-Strike too. Please. There's so many people that play the same games over and over and over. Retro is always going to be popular. Yeah, people get hooked on like one game and they stick with one game. Oh my God, Junt is the number one VR fanboy in the history of the world. That guy loves VR. Yeah, there's a lot of kids that are into Counter-Strike that they weren't even alive when it was made. It's like older than they are. About the Church of VR. You are the head guy of the church. You are like the Pope of the Church of VR, John. Yeah, Bill. When I started the stream, we were talking about that. I am wearing it today in honor. Chief Wahoo will never go away. People will always. You can call the store. I'm not answering because I'm closed, but you can make it ring and you can hear it ring. There you go. You can see your number on stream if you want. I'm not going to answer, though. Eagles or Patriots, I don't care. But yeah, the whole I'll say it one more time, the whole Cleveland Indians logo, Chief Wahoo thing is so dumb because what's next? Where does it stop? Because, and I'll tell you what, I'm an Italian that sells video games. So should I be offended by Mario? Like, seriously, is it ever going to stop? Once Chief Wahoo's gone, somebody will find something else to be offended by. I swear people make a living out of being professional victims. Who wins? I think the Patriots will win. Yeah, Monster Hunter is kind of a slower game. Let's see. Yeah. If you want to make it ring, there you go. I'll wait for my thing to back up. Be right back, guys. Oh, it didn't print. What's my favorite sports game? The Super NT system, the Super Analog NT. I can order them. I generally only order them like for people that want them. I just don't keep them in stock. They are kind of expensive. And most of my customers are kind of cheap and not into that. So those are really cool though. I have a ton of GameCube games, King Boss. If you name it, I probably have it. But favorite sports game? NBA Jam. I don't know. I'll go old school. You really, really want to order. What would you like to order, Bradley Bodune or Doin? I mean, I Could maybe work something out down the road. Maybe do some PayPal or something. Yeah, I like Monster Hunter, but it is slow. You really need to play with friends. Do I have Crazy Taxi for GameCube, right? Most likely, yes. Let me check. Surprisingly, I am out of Crazy Taxi. I do have one at my other store, though. I'm at King Boss. I don't know if you heard me, but I'm out of Crazy Taxis. Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't going to come out for years. They're finishing up Red Dead 2 first. So who knows? Yeah, Monster Hunter World was great on PSP too. It's pretty good on everything. They actually have Monster Hunter on the Switch, but it only came out like over in Japan. Hey guys, I just got a new microphone, and I'm gonna start doing like little updates, like pre-recorded updates with like topics about video games. Anybody think you guys would watch those if I do like little like my thoughts on news? Just like quick little 5-10 minute videos, like the news of the day, and then when I stream, we can talk about those too. I don't know. I'm just thinking about doing some stuff like that. Maybe some game reviews, quick game reviews. Stuff that happens in the store. Talk about some stories. Share my stories. The Wonder Swan. Oh, no, we never had a Wonder Swan here. Those are. That was a short-lived system. Shadow Colossus looks really good. Can you get dysentery? You mean if you dysentery, you get dysentery? That's an old Oregon Trail joke there, Joan. I didn't even know you were old enough to have played Oregon Trail. No, I don't think I've seen any news on Fallout 5. You probably can get dysentery in Red Dead 2. That would actually be a cool little like Easter egg if they put that in there, John. That would be like a funny little thing for all us old people that play games. No, Spartan Dude, we are a place called CNC Games. I'm actually closed at the moment. I'm closing up. But here's a quick look at the shop. We're closed right now. We closed at 7. Do I stream that podcast? You can get a stream of it, but they do charge for their podcast. But it's called Video Game Outsiders. But it's free if you do it on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to videogameoutsiders.com, you can listen to the podcast and you can go in the chat room and you can participate. And I don't know, Jump probably listens to it, but it's kind of a cool podcast. I've been on it a couple times now, so if you guys like talking about video games, they do a good job too, talking about the news of the day when it comes to video games. What games do I have? Hundreds of games for GameCube. I have a lot. Spartan Duber in Port Clinton, Ohio, and we have another store in Fremont, Ohio. This is called CNC Games, Ito. What? I don't get it. Where am I located? I'm located in Port Clinton, Ohio, but our main store is in Fremont, Ohio. Yeah, well, January is always slow. Game companies plan it this way. A lot of the good stuff comes out in February and March because they know everybody's getting their tax returns here in the States. Then that's when we get our tax returns. So for the people that are watching from around the world, so a lot of games come out then because of that. Okay, Robert. Name of your, sir. What do you mean, Bradley? Sorry, I'm trying to close up here. I gotta do a few things on the computer. Oh, the name of the store is CNC Games. This is our logos. They're C's. Oh, God. CNC Games. All right. Well, thanks for letting us know you're going to bed. See ya. I was curious if you were tired. Am I hiring right now and do I pay cash money? No, I don't pay cash money. We give you a check well, I guess technically we can do direct deposit into your bank account. But I'm not hiring anybody at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna try. It's crazy out. The newest games are Dragon Ball Fighter Z and Monster Hunter World. But also UFC comes out tomorrow for the deluxe edition, and then the regular one comes out on Friday. Also, Dissidia for PS4 comes out tomorrow. We do carry Hori. I don't have one of those at the moment, though. Are you talking Gears of War 4 or God of War 4? No, we don't pay under the table. Yeah, no, I don't pay under the table. They need to make a new SOCOM. That would be cool. God of War 4. Yeah, there's a date now for God of War 4. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll look it up for you in 1 second. I just need to send this file to my other store. John, seriously. TMI, John. You missed the free games. They were yesterday. John, stop. It's not funny, John. John's like the stand-up comedian that would bomb every night. God, you know what? I'll be honest. I did not like Bad Company. I know a lot of people love Bad Company. Just was not my thing. I hear a lot of people say they want another Bad Company. I don't. But I'm in the minority. April 20th. That's right. God, how did I forget that? God of War comes out on 4/20. And one of the God of War developers said, tweeted out that was the greatest release date that he'll ever be a part of. And I just thought it was funny. I was like, you might as well just let everybody know you're a big old pot smoker. They'll bring GTA 6, 6 out, but it's going to be a few years. We're closed, Paul Griffin, at the moment. Are you talking about like one of these? Bradley? King Boss, I would love to open a game store in every city. I just don't have that kind of money. But sadly, guys, it is time for me to say goodbye. I have to go. I have to go home. So I will see you guys later. I'll probably stream tomorrow a little bit. But yeah, I'm the owner, Spartan, but I do gotta go. I'll see you guys later. I wish I was rich. I have a lot of games. I'm not rich.